Buried in the heart of the Midwest, there's a graveyard and a place most people drive past without a second thought. Buried here is a story of fear, revenge, one of the most brutal frontier killings you've ever heard of. A boy froze to death in the snow, a mother died alone, and a man came back and slaughtered an entire family.
Today we're going to talk about the story of Henry Lott and how one act of revenge and violence led to a series of murders across the Midwest. To understand the story, we have to go back to the 1840s, long before there was a road or anyone anywhere near here.
This land wasn't empty. The Dakota Sioux used this region as hunting grounds long before settlers ever showed up. Here, the Lott family came, a known horse thief, his 2 sons and a wife, to settle the land and trade with the Indians. Here, where the 2 rivers meet, eventually, it all caught up with him. A Sioux chief, also known as Two Fingers, came looking for justice for stolen horses. Lott refused, escaping to the other side of the river with a son. He headed south, and that's when everything fell apart. At this very spot left at the cabin was one boy, Milton, and his mother. The Sioux instructed the boy to retrieve the stolen horses. Instead, he ran miles south along the river through the cold in December through the snow. No coat, no supplies, just fear. They found him later, frozen 20 miles south of the river. The unfortunate Mrs. Lott survived the initial encounter, but days later, when her husband returned with friendly Indians and pioneers, they found her broken and alone, and she died shortly thereafter. Today she is buried near here on a hill overlooking the 2 forks. The story doesn't end there. 3 years later, Mr. Lott returned to the same spot, found the chief, took him elk hunting, shot him in the back, and murdered his family, wife, children, and mother, no warning. Henry Lott disappeared after that, charged with murder by the surrounding pioneers. He left for California with his son and was never seen again. But the story didn't actually end there. The chief's relative would later seek revenge, leading to a massacre of 30 people. But that's a story for another time.